Okay, Virgo, this is your reading for February of 2020. And just reminding you that Mercury is going into retrograde and it's a very emotional time. The emotions are going to come out sort of sideways and all. Just a heads up. So let's see what the reading says.
Okay. Um, First off, you have um, a preponderance of things that are unseen or in the subconscious right now. You have more of them that are turned upside down than you have your upside up ones. However, the first one that's grabbing my attention is that around the entirety of the reading, you have the sun circling. And for me, the sun is vision, it's light, it's clarity, it's warmth, it's growth, all those things that are associated with the sun. So it's like you've got a really, really beneficial energy that's kind of protecting you right now. And you may find yourself even getting like energy surges and stuff like that, where it's like, you'll be sitting there and all of a sudden you'll become very inspired or, have a sudden crazed desire to go paint your entire house in 15 minutes or I don't know, but you've got a lot of energy that's coming in that's on a very positive level.
And the first card I pull is the Ace of Wands, which is new energy coming in, new ideas, new creativity. It's a really good time to start projects.
Okay. Now, oh, good. You've had a union that has not been particularly working for you, and that's actually coming into its upright position currently. I guess I could show you the runes, by the way. This is the rune for the sun, and this rune is the rune that you've got coming out of things right now or happening right now. And basically that's just it's a union that should be working, but at the moment it's a little bit off kilter. However, it's like it's coming into its upright position, so it seems like you've come to some sort of a peace or some kind of an understanding within. And my sense is that this is kind of an internal thing more than an external thing.
Okay. I've got the card of chaos and confusion. A
Okay.
lot of really strange energy battling against itself. It can be internal, it can be in a relationship, it can be in a work situation. It's where the energy is being very sporadic. People are just like reacting off of each other's. And here's the problem, Virgo. When things get out of control, it makes you crazy because everything has a place and everything belongs in its place. And other people are not doing that. In fact, you may have found that you're slacking a little bit in that area too. It's going to be okay. This is a short period of time and your energy is going to rebalance out. So don't sweat the small stuff.
Yeah, I would say that's about right. This rune right here is Tyr, and it deals with energy as well. And it's pretty much in its upright position. Currently, it's just slightly off to the side from upright. So it denotes an energy leak right now, but it's not a very serious one. It's certainly something that you can get under control. Okay. However, a lot of times that with this rune, it comes with a need for a sacrifice of something in order to move things forward. And I had a weird thought just when I was thinking that, or talking about that, which is that it may be that the sacrifice you need to have is to give up your control of being in control. And so I'm thinking that that may be what's needed here is some flexibility on your part.
And what's happening is this is all a reading that all this is about a real relationship in your life. And it may not be a lover relationship, but it could be a parent child, it could be partners, it could be lovers, it could be friends, it could be again coworkers, but it's where a relationship that you've found in the past has been very special to you has undergone some stress with chaos and confusion, and you're sort of at odds with each other right now. But it's just a phase you're going through, and it's coming back together where you'll have your old friend back.
One of the things that's going on also is that you are shut down emotionally right now. And so it's like I think you're trying to think about things logically, but logic doesn't necessarily always mesh with emotions real well. And you can't really logic your way out of this. This is a thing where you need to allow yourself to feel the emotions you're feeling, acknowledge the emotions you're feeling, and then again, release them. Okay. Now is not a time to be particularly angry or, anything like that.
Reactive.
The person, yes, thank you. The person that you're dealing with, my sense is that they may be having some struggles on their own right now. And that's making you feel endangered because they don't feel like they're as stable as you're normally used to having in your life from them.
And the Two of Wands is a time of waiting. There's some good stuff coming in, but my sense is you've gotten real impatient. This is something you want right now or yesterday, and it's not quite here yet. So take a deep breath, keep marching forward. Your ship is coming in. Now's a good time to reflect on the past and sort of do some forgiveness work, some letting go work, some healing work. Do these things to entertain yourself until your ship comes in, because it's coming. I promise.
You may need to communicate with your partner gently, but I think one of the things that may be happening for you is that they're very up in their head right now. It's like they've got stuff going on, and I think it's possible it's work related. But there's a lot of stuff in their head, and so they've kind of pulled back from you. One of the runes that it's like I think you're aware of, but maybe not acknowledging. You have in its subconscious position, you have the rune Nathes, and that is necessity, pain, constraint, and need. And so it's like your needs aren't being met currently by your partner, and you may need to ask them on some level just to kind of acknowledge you, let you know that you still are an important part of their life. Because I think again, there's a stability there that you don't have right now that you typically are reliant on. And I have a however, but I'm going to let Seth read first.
Well, I can tell you this. The Queen of Pentacles comes up, and that tells me that whoever you're in this relationship with is just as stubborn as you are. And so when you have two people like that, the communication shuts down. One thing you're going to have to guard against is playing the victim in this situation. You never listen to me, you don't talk, you. Not very helpful right now. Guilting someone who is inflexible only makes them more indignant, as you well know.
Okay, now you have two runes that are stacked on each other. One of them is in its upright, and the other one is in the subconscious of the unseen. And I typically read runes that are stacked as having a greater influence on each other. It's a very direct influence. And the one that's in the unseen position, it's on the bottom, is Isa, which is ice. It's a blockage in the flow of motion currently. And the rune that's sitting on top of that is Jera. And Jera is the rune of cycles. Typically, it ends up denoting a bountiful harvest. But one of the things that happens is with land is it's like it has to go through the winter. It has to lie fallow sometimes in order for it to regenerate and for the seeds that you cast on it to start to come to life again. So you're kind of in that phase right now where it's like things are laying fallow in your relationship, but that's maybe okay because my sense is that you both may be re-energizing, and then later things are going to push forward, and there'll be, things will move back into a state that feels more comfortable to you. However, with Jera sitting on top of this, my sense is that it will actually be more powerful if you can keep this together, if you can help to meet your person's needs and understand that they're going through some significant strain right now. And if they can finally pull out of their head long enough to give you acknowledgement so you feel like you're still safe in this relationship, I think that the outcome is going to be that you guys will actually grow together and grow stronger in your relationship.
But Seth and Fey, what if they have been deceptive? What if they have lied to me? What if they've gotten caught? What do I do about that? Pain, misery, constraint, distrust. For one thing, right, you may be, I don't know what they lied to you about or what you feel like they lied to you about, but it's probably not life shattering. It's just you've lost trust. Virgos do not like liars on any way, shape, or form. They don't like thieves and liars. So my sense is you're reacting to a situation where you feel like you've been done wrong. And you probably, I don't know what you believe you've caught them doing, but you probably need to back up and reevaluate and decide, is carrying this burden worth the relationship? Because the relationship is a real worthy relationship. Are you prepared to start forgiving and letting go? Because this is a dis-ease in the relationship that you're going to have to get rid of.
Yeah, I pulled a clarifier on that. And what came out was, whoops, there we go, this one. And that one is a symbol for the yew tree. And what it indicates is a need for flexibility. Okay. My sense is that what's happened may be bigger in your thoughts, in your head, than the actual situation is. I don't feel like we've got a situation where they've been like, seeing another person or, something that's like really life-changing and devastating. Right. I think you may have found something that didn't quite fit with what you thought. But again, my sense is that you can make as big a deal of this as you want to. The question is it worth the sanctity of the relationship? To quote a good friend of mine, would you rather be right or would you rather be happy?
And the other thing too is this part of the reading feels like it has an addictive quality to it, but it's not like a hardcore addiction. It's just like maybe someone who's so obsessed with something right now, you're not getting the attention you think you deserve. So maybe they're playing too many video games. Maybe they're drinking a little too much. Maybe they're smoking. I mean, I don't know what the addiction is, but it's something that you're taking very personal, and it's really not about you, even though you're being you're a party to it, you're a witness to it. It's about their stuff. So do you want to be right or do you want to be happy?
Yeah. Anyway, overall, like I said, it's, this union has been struggling, but I'm really seeing signs that it's coming out of that, if you will let it. Okay? So hang in there. Remember to try to stay flexible. Allow yourself some extra information. Instead of like, I could only go on this path. This is the only thing I believe. Allow yourself to open your perceptions of things a little bit. Maybe utilize a little empathy for what's going on with this other person. If you can do that, there's very, very, very good odds of mending this and coming back stronger than it was. So thank you so much for joining us today. It's been a pleasure. Good luck to you. Our thoughts and
We'll
prayers
see you
are with
next month.
Have a good day. Bye.